Electronics and Information Technology and Communications, Sri Sanjay Dotreji, Honorable Member of Parliament, Sri M.K. Raghavan, Honorable MLA Advocate P.T.A. Rahim, our respected Chairperson of BOG, Sri Gajjala Yoganand, our respected ADG, Sri Madan Mohanji, former Director Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti, Director in-charge Dr. P.S. Sadi Devi, Chief Warden Dr. A. Santiago, all the deans, members of the faculty, non-teaching staff and students, Chief Engineer and staff members from Central Public Works Department, Chathamangalam Panchayat President and the entire team of him, all local administrative officers, media person, a very warm good evening to all of you. On behalf of the entire fraternity of NIT Calicut, it is an honor and privilege for me to welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of the newly constructed 1,500-seater Boys Mega Hostel Complex. This is the first infrastructure project which has been completed by availing funds from the Higher Educational Financial Agency with the support of extended by the Ministry of Education in sanctioning and releasing the fund in time, and with the close monitoring of the project at various levels, we were able to complete this project satisfactorily within the revised time schedule. I am sure this additional facility will be a boon to our students once they join back in the campus. We are extremely indebted to the Honorable Minister of State for Education, Sri Sanjay Dotreji, who accepted our invitation on a short notice, since Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishang could not join us for this function due to the unavoidable official commitment. It is a blessing for our students and the entire NIT Calicut team to have amongst us an eminent personality like him, who is an engineer, an agriculturalist, and an industrialist, to inaugurate one of our prestigious projects. On behalf of NIT Calicut, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Sri M.K. Raghavan is the Member of Parliament representing Calicut in the 17th Lok Sabha. He has represented Calicut for 3 consecutive terms in 2009, 2014, and 2019 respectively. He is endearingly called as Raghavartan, means elder brother, by one and all in Calicut. Calicut has come out to be one of the best cities in the country with regards to the infrastructure development. This could be achieved due to the constant efforts made by our Honorable MP in his last 3 terms by introducing various developmental activities. The contribution made by Sri M.K. Raghavan sir is countless, giving a facelift to the Kozhikode railway station, the airport, the development of roads and bypasses, improvements of the various infrastructure at the Kozhikode Medical College are some of his noteworthy contribution at Kozhikode. With great minds like Sri M.K. Raghavan at work, I am sure one day Kozhikode will turn out to be one among the most developed and flourishing cities in Kerala. We are grateful to our Honorable MP, Sri M.K. Raghavan, for having accepted to preside over today's function. We welcome you, sir. Advocate P.T.A. Rahim is a member of the Legislative Assembly representing Kundamangalam in the Kerala Legislative Assembly. NIT Calicut has always maintained a close association with the Honorable MLA with regards to the various developmental activities in and around Chathamangalam Panchayat. He is a fatherly figure for everyone in the Kundamangalam Legislative Assembly. The Honorable MLA has done various developmental activities in Kundamangalam constituency, the recent one being the new police station building for which the architecture drawing was prepared by the Architecture and Planning Department of NIT Calicut. Advocate P.T.A. Rahim has always been a pillar of support for our student volunteers during the Nipah and flood relief works in 2018. I was fortunate to have shared the stage with him for many such welfare activities in his constituency. We are extremely thankful to him for readily accepting our invitation. Sir, we wholeheartedly welcome you for the event. We are very proud and happy that the Honorable President of India has nominated Sri Gajjala Yoganand as our chairperson of Board of Governors. It is my privilege to inform you all that our Honorable Chairperson is the Chairman and Managing Director of Manjeera Group, based in the Hyderabad, and a first-generation technopreneur. He graduated in civil engineering from Osmania University and has done his MTech in structural engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He has been in several committees and boards previously and has offered his expertise to several government initiatives that has been the base for the infrastructure fortification of the city of Hyderabad. Sustainability, growth are at the core of all his initiatives. He has also dedicated himself to social causes through his association with the GY Foundation. After assuming the position of the chairperson, this would be the first time that Sir would be addressing NIT Calicut, and so we all are waiting eagerly to listen to you. We extend a hearty welcome to you, sir. Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti joined our institute, NIT Calicut, in August 2015 and completed his 5-year term in August 2020. Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti had selected me as his registrar in August 2016, and then onwards we had worked together to resolve many administrative issues the institute faced prior to his joining. Today, if I look back, I would never have imagined that 3 of our delayed mega projects would become a reality due to the legal and arbitration issues. But with the combined efforts, we could resolve all the legal issues, and I am sure within a year we may get one more mega hostel, that is mega hostel number 1 boys in the institute. His academic accolades and administrative skill have profited NIT Calicut to reach the 23rd rank in 2019 from its 50th rank in 2016. We also became the only NIT to have come under the top 10 ARIA ranking during his tenure at the institute. Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti is presently serving at Jadavpur University, which is his parent institute. He is a proud alumnus of Technical University of Munich, Germany, and a Humboldt Research Fellow in 1995-96 and 1999. He has worked at several academic positions in Germany and USA. We are delighted to have him grace this occasion today. A warm welcome to you, sir. Professor P.S. Sadi Devi took over the position of Director in Charge in the month of August 2020. She has been putting immense efforts to uphold the spirit of NIT Calicut. Dr. Sadi Devi is an alumni of this institute, and she has been a constant source of inspiration to all her students and colleagues. Her expertise in speech and audio processing, biomedical signal processing, waveless cryptography has earned herself and her alma mater great recognition. In her 30 years of association with NITC, she has served as the head of the department, ECED, Dean Academic, Dean Planning and Development, Deputy Director, and now Director in Charge, and several other notable positions at NIT Calicut. The institute has benefited immensely from her administrative caliber and scholarly merits, and her humility and kindness motivates each one of us. We welcome you, Madam. Professor A. Santosh, Chief Warden, National Institute of Technology, Calicut, is a noted academician and an able administrator. He has contributed massively in building and managing the hostel infrastructure. He has been the man of the hour in managing the hostel major crisis, which includes the floods and the COVID pandemic. He has also served as Associate Dean, Academics, and the DR Academics. We welcome you, sir. Lastly, we welcome CPWD officials, the chief engineer and his team, without whom the event and this hostel would never have been possible. We wholeheartedly express our gratitude for your support, sir. We also welcome the faculty members, the staff and students of NIT to this proud juncture of completion of Mega Hostel Complex. Last but not the least, we welcome all local administrative officials and media to this grand event of NIT Calicut. I would like to rest my words. Once again, I welcome you all for this inaugural function. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you for the warm welcome, sir. May I now invite our beloved Director in Charge, Dr. P.S. Sati Devi, Madam, to address the occasion.
Honorable Minister of State for Education, Electronics and Information Technology and Communications, Sri Sanjay Dhotreji, Honorable Member of Parliament, Sri M.K. Raghavan, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly, Sri P.T.A. Rahim, Honorable Chairperson of Board of Governors, Sri Jagdala Yoganand Ji, Honorable ADG Higher Education, Sri Madan Mohan Ji, Honorable members of the Board of Governors, respected former director of this institute, Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti, respected registrar, Lieutenant Colonel Pankajakshan, Chief Warden, Dr. Santiago, esteemed members of the faculty and staff, distinguished alumni, beloved students, honorable members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. I just came to know that today is the birthday of Honorable Minister Sri Sanjay Dhotreji. So on behalf of entire NITC fraternity and on behalf of all people who are attending this function, I wish a happy birthday to our beloved minister. This inaugural function, albeit virtual, is blessed by the presence of the Honorable Minister of State for Education, Sri Sanjay Dhotreji, who has been playing a stellar role in bringing out Transformational National Education Policy 2020, strengthening of telecom and internet connectivity in rural areas, and revamping policy guidelines to give boost to electronics and information technology in our country. We are highly indebted to the Honorable Minister for his kind consent to inaugurate our mega hostel, one of the largest hostels of this kind in the country, and deliver the inaugural address in the virtual mode. I deem it a great honor to apprise you of the details of this prestigious project and the growth trajectory achieved by our institute since its inception. From its humble beginnings in 1961, with the 3 undergraduate programs in civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and electrical engineering, having a total student strength of 125. Today, the institute offers 11 undergraduate, 30 postgraduate, and doctoral research programs with a total student strength over 6,500. This year, the institute celebrates its Diamond Jubilee, and the completion of this mega hostel is very important to this institute as it marks the completion of a major infrastructure project. The journey of our institute from 1961 to 2021 was interesting, albeit challenging. The transition was made smooth by the pioneering leadership offered by the former principals and directors. I take this opportunity to express our heartfelt appreciation and thanks to these visionaries who could steer the path of the institute towards success amidst varied challenges. I also applaud the contributions of the faculty and staff of the institute who have dedicatedly put in their best for taking forward the day-to-day affairs of the institute smoothly. Our alumni have always been our pillar of support, and their contributions are greatly acknowledged. Our students are one of the best in the country and are much sought after by academia and the industry for their skill sets and professional acumen. The institute is ranked 23rd under the engineering stream and 3rd under the architecture stream in the NIRF ranking 2020. In a recognition to the vibrant culture of research and innovation in the institute, our institute secured 8th rank, the only NIT among the top 10 in the ARIA ranking 2020 by MHRD. The Institute Innovation Council of NIT Calicut was given a 5-star rating in the evaluation done by the MHRD's Innovation Council and AICTE for the activities during 2019-20. The research output of the institute in terms of quality publications, patents, and copyrights have seen an increase over the years. The pandemic time was one of the opportunities for innovations. Our faculty, staff, and students developed a low-cost artificial respirator, 3D printed reusable PLA face shields and N95 masks, nasal air filters, UV disinfection chambers, automatic baggage sanitization machines, etc. Moreover, the institute has contributed immensely to the society by participation in the national flagship programs such as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, Rashtriya Avishkar Abhiyan, etc. Online classes are now going on in full swing using a Moodle-based learning management system christened as Shiksha Kaushal. And the students and faculty members are now using the same for content delivery, content sharing, and evaluations with renewed vigor and enthusiasm. It goes to show that our academic community strives to fulfill the vision of the institute by following the words enshrined in Yoga Vasishta, great people never delay their duties. Now, the project Mega Hostel 2. The project of Mega Hostel 2 aims to provide single occupancy accommodation for male students pursuing higher education in various streams in the institute. The foundation stone for this hostel was laid by great Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. This hostel has 1,500 single rooms with various informal and recreational facilities and also with a modern kitchen serving vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. Mega Hostel 2 is an 8-storied building having a total plinth area of 64,505 square meters with 1,500 single occupancy rooms, dining block, kitchen, internal water supply, sanitary installations, drainage, retaining walls, internal roads, etc. This is one of the largest hostels of this kind in the country. The construction work was entrusted with the central PWD. The estimate of the project was rupees 165.24 crores. This project consists of a total of 15 wings. There are 14 discussion rooms, 14 TV rooms, 14 reading rooms, 18 storerooms, 2 warden rooms, 28 resident tutor rooms, and 28 sick rooms. There are 8 lifts and fire escape stairs. The project includes a lightning arrestor system and firefighting system with a water tank of 1 lakh liter capacity. The 15th wing, called dining block, is of 2 floors and has a seating capacity of 1,500 with provision for separate vegetarian and non-vegetarian dining and kitchens. Kitchens are equipped with steam-based modern cooking equipment. The project also includes a sewage treatment plant of 4.75 lakhs liters per day capacity and a substation with 2 diesel generator sets. This project was initially funded by MHRD, now Ministry of Education, and later by the Higher Education Funding Agency, HEFA. In spite of the delays during the various phases of the project, one driving force behind the continuous monitoring of the project was our former director, Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti. Dr. Chakravarti, with the strong support of former Dean Planning and Development, Dr. MELR Anjanelu, had taken keen interest in the speedy completion of the project, and Dr. Chakravarti is with us today for this function physically. During the past 5 years of his tenure at the helm of the institute, Dr. Chakravarti had played a key role in taking forward the institute to greater heights of achievements and glory. The journey towards the attainment of the motto of the institute, international standing of highest caliber, is never smooth. However, concerted efforts by the institute administration have been trying hard to overcome the difficulties. The concern regarding the dwindling number of non-teaching technical and ministerial staff is genuine and needs to be addressed at the earliest. I seek the ministry's help in solving the service-related long-pending issues of our staff by considering their cases sympathetically. We know that IITs and NITs were set up to pursue excellence in technology, scientific research, and teaching. We, the faculty and staff, are striving continuously to teach better, supervise better PhDs, and produce best research outputs. I'm very confident that we can contribute more to improve the life of the people in our country by technical interventions in the areas of healthcare, infrastructure development, information technology and communication, energy and power industries, artificial intelligence and machine learning, and also provide a vibrant human resource capital for the sustenance for various sectors of the economy. The Institute proposes to implement National Education Policy 2020 in multiple phases, and accordingly, we have drawn the short-term plan for the 5 years period from 2020 to 2025, and the long-term plans are proposed to be implemented during 2025 to 2030. I hope and pray that the contributions by our institute, with the strong support of Ministry of Education, would take forward the destiny of this great nation to higher glory. Thank you all.
Thank you, Madam Director, for presenting the growth trajectory and journey of our institute. May I now invite Shri M.K. Raghavan ji, Honorable Member of Parliament, Kozhikode, to deliver his presidential address.
Honorable Union Minister of State for Education, Sri Sanjay Dhotreji, respected MLA Sri P.T.A. Rahim Sahib, Chairperson Board of Governors, NITC, Sri Gajala Yoganand, Director in Charge of NITC, Dr. P.S. Sati Devi, Registrar of NITC, Lieutenant Colonel K. Pankajashan, former Director of NITC, Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti, Chief Warden of NITC Hostels, Dr. A. Santiago, Deans and other dignitaries, members of faculty, the students, non-teaching staff, CPWD Chief Engineering staff, and my dear friends. First of all, I would like to wish Honorable Minister many happy returns of the day on his birthday today. So I am much privileged to be here to address some of the best brains in and out of India, in tune with the vision of the architect of modern India, then Prime Minister late Sri Jawaharlal Nehru. Under his dynamic leadership, regional engineering colleges were made a recent reality near to the standards of IITs, commencing from the second 5-year plan. It is to be noted that these premium institutions were built during the period of poverty and partition-stricken India, immediately after the 2-century long loot and plunder of the Britons to the hilt. with less wheat and rice to keep people alive. Our ancestors envisaged these institutions of international standards. With the passage of time, every state in India now possesses NITs, we renamed RACs. I understand that roughly 30 to 40,000 brilliant brains are housed in our 31 NITs across the nation. I'm happy to learn that by and large, NITs are the top positions of the National Institute ranking framework, which provides ranking of all education institutions of our country. It is the testimony of your brilliance, quality of the cream come out of joint entrance examination, and the depth of the academics. Your deans and distinguished members of your faculties possess. With the new trends in globalization, brain drain of the past to the West gives way for the reverse brain drain. When cries of sons of soil are on rise, cutting across the longitudes and the latitudes, dear students, you please try to focus in the country which gives you unparalleled quality education at rock bottom rates in comparison with the rest of the world spending under private taxpayers' money. Due to the advancement of the rigid nationalism in majority of nations, as Bernard Shaw feared, my dear future citizens, try to spend your knowledge and acquire skills in our own country without becoming mohajis of another country facing cultural and identity crisis in the long run. Without taking much time, I appreciate the state of the art facilities made here at Mega Hostel for accommodation and massive dining of the students. I convey my hearty congratulations to one and all, whose vision and execution provided quality accommodation to students at par with international norms and parameters. By expressing my gratitude for invitation, let me wind up my president's address. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you for your greetings, sir. We are privileged to have Sri Gajjala Yoganand ji on the highest decision body of NIT Calicut. We welcome you, sir, to share your message and introduce the chief guest of today. Over to you, sir.
Sir, your mic is muted.
Sir, you're on mute, sir. Could you please unmute?
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we could hear you now, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable Minister of State for Education, Government of India, Sri Sanjay Dhotri ji, Member of Parliament, Sri M.K. Raghavan ji, Honorable MLA, P.T. Rahim sir, Diet in Charge, P.S. Sadi Reddy ji, Registrar, Lieutenant Colonel Pankajakshan, Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti, former Director NITC, officials of Sri Madan Mohanji, ADG, MHRD, Chief Warden, Santiaju, other dignitaries, faculty, staff, and my dear students. I feel deeply privileged to be part of this inaugural function of Mega Hostel 2 for boys of NIT Calicut. The completion of the Mega Hostel building in the 1500 single occupancy accommodation for the male students is long awaited facility for the students of the institute. This is indeed a milestone of the institute's journey and commensurate with the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of this year. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the faculty, staff, students, and the administration on this momentous occasion. I took up responsibility as chairperson of this Board of Governors in September 2020. I have experienced a warm and affectionate association with this great institute, which has upheld its tradition and value system over the last 6 decades. I am also happy to state that the academic activities of the institute are going on in full swing despite pandemic situation and thereby enabling the faculty and students to graduate on time and join their jobs they were placed. I am glad that numerous initiatives are being taken up by the institute, better rankings among prestigious institutes across the country. I am happy to state that 16th annual convocation of the institute was organized recently in virtual mode with Dr. E. Sridharan, the Metro Man, as the chief guest. It was a pleasure listening to his wise words of counsel. Today, I feel honored to introduce the chief guest of this inaugural function, Sri Sanjay Dhotreji, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India. I also take this opportunity to wish him on the occasion of his birthday many happy returns of the day, sir, and wish you many successful years ahead. Let me take the opportunity of introducing our chief guest, Sri Sanjay Dhotreji, who has completed his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and is also a law graduate. He is a practicing agriculturist and industrialist and has been active in social and political life over the last 4 decades. He has been a public representative, making his mark at all the important positions held in numerous fields, ranging from academics to agriculture to new age technology. Sri Sanjay Dhotreji has been playing a stellar role in the ministerial assignments since 2019, most notably in bringing out Transformational National Education Policy 2020, strengthening of telecom and internet connectivity in rural areas, and revamping policy guidelines to give boost to electronics and information technology in India. He has represented the Lok Sabha for 4 times. He has served as member of Standing Committee on Information Technology, Rural Development and Agriculture during his tenure in the Lok Sabha. He has also served as in the Committee on Estimates, in the Consultative Committee of Ministry of Agriculture, and also in the Business Advisory Committee. He is the Union Minister of State, Minister of Education, Minister of Communications, and Minister of Electronics and Information Technology. Sri Dhotreji has also served as the Vice Chairman, Maharashtra Council of Agriculture and Research, Agriculture Education and Research, President Akola Engineers Architects Association, and Vice President Sinchai Sahayog Akola. He was also the Director, Maharashtra State Seeds Corporation, and a member Executive Council of Dr. Punjab Rao Deshmukh Agriculture University. His interests include infrastructure development in rural and semi-urban areas, water conservation, organic farming, yoga, personality development, spirituality, and reading. He is also a sports enthusiast. Sri Dhotreji is the recipient of Maharashtra Government Industry Award for excellent performance in 1987 and late Sri Vasantrao Naik Memorial Award for outstanding work in agriculture sector. As a politician, parliamentarian, agriculturist, engineer and industrialist, he has keen interest to bring changes in the life of a common man by transforming agriculture in every possible way. Our Honorable Education Minister is quite keen on developing the Indian education system in a holistic and comprehensive manner so as to transform India into a national superpower. We are indeed honored to have such an eminent personality amidst us, albeit virtually function, and his presence is a blessing for the institute. On behalf of all those who are present here, I accord a warm welcome to you, sir, and request you to inaugurate the mega hostel and address the audience.
Thank you for joining us, sir, and also thank you for introducing the guest. It is a pleasant coincidence to inaugurate our key infrastructure building on your birthday. We feel it is an opportunity to celebrate your commitment to promote education and innovation in our country. May I invite our Honorable Union Minister of State for Education, Electronics and Communication, Shri Sanjay Dhotre ji, to give the inaugural address. Sir, over to you.
सर आपका माइक म्यूट है सर.
So your microphone is on mute. Could you please unmute?
हाँ, आ रही आवाज? आवाज आ रही
We
क्या?
can hear you. जी आ रही है sir.
हाँ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇನ್ನತೆ ಈ योगातील निंगलुडे कुडे व्हर्च्युअली चेरान साधिच्यातील ज्ञान वलरेयधिकम संतोषी कुन्नू, ऑनरेबल मेंबर ऑफ पार्लिमेंट फ्रॉम कोळीकोडे श्री M.K. राघवन जी, ऑनरेबल MLA श्री रहीम साहब जी, चेयरमैन BOG श्री गजाला योगानंद जी, ADG हायर एजुकेशन श्री मदन मोहन जी, डायरेक्टर इंचार्ज डॉक्टर PS सती देवी, फॉर्मर डायरेक्टर श्री शिवाजी चक्रवर्ती, रजिस्ट्रार लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल पंकजाक्शन K, चीफ वार्डन डॉक्टर Santiago, CPWD officers and staff, faculty members, professors, teaching and non-teaching staff of the institute, dear students, people from the Kozhikode, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a matter of great pleasure to be amongst you virtually. I think I share some invisible bond of affection with the people of Kozhikode and your rich educational and cultural heritage. About 15 months ago, I had visited this beautiful place to inaugurate a teaching learning center in University of Calicut. Then I had visited Indian Institute of Spice Research and also took part in beach cleaning drive at Kozhikode Beach. I had experienced very warm hospitality from people of Kozhikode. Due to shortage of time, I could not physically visit NIT Calicut. Then now people of Kozhikode have invited me again. Thanks to the inaugural function of Mega Hostel 2 for boys in NIT Calicut, I congratulate the leadership at NIT and all faculty, students, people of Kozhikode for this excellent infrastructure that is being created here. Academic institutions must have the best of the infrastructure. Creation and upgradation of physical infrastructure in the academic institutions has been our priority. I congratulate and extend my greetings to all of you. Friends, COVID-19 pandemic has brought unprecedented situation and has affected educational systems across the world. But our teachers and students have shown that our progress will not be stopped by such hindrances. I commend you all for the leadership you shown during the pandemic, taking all precautions and ensuring that courses run without much disturbances, and also ensuring that big infrastructure projects like this are also completed. NIT Calicut has maintained its reputation as one of the top class engineering institutions in India. It is improving its NIRF ranking. Now it is at rank 23rd among the engineering colleges. In Education Ministry's ARIIA ranking, it has secured 8th rank. In architecture stream, also it has performed phenomenally well. I congratulate you and urge you to further improve your performance in the field of quality education. The NIT and before this, REC Calicut has produced top performing alumni who are working in the walks of life, engineering, technology, business administration. Everywhere you will find our NIT engineers showcasing this brand NITC. To create such an excellence and quality, any organization should have a series of capable leadership and enabling human and physical infrastructure. I am indeed happy that today we are inaugurating 1500-seater mega hostel for boys. I am happy that apart from imparting quality education, NIT Calicut is making huge strides in research and innovations. Friends, quality engineering education is a bedrock of nation building. It is a fuel of national productivity under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and Education Minister, Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank ji. New National Education Policy 2020 has been released. The policy endeavors for making transformational changes in our education system to make our great nation a 21st century knowledge superpower. And our role will be very important in its effective implementation. The feature like academic credit bank, flexible entry and exit, multidisciplinary approach, National Research Foundation, focus on life skills and critical thinking are many such aspects of this policy. I urge you to break the silos and watertight compartments in our functioning and imparting of knowledge, and implement the policy to create the foundation of new India. Dear friends, our march to comprehensive development of our country essentially goes on the path carved by quality technical education, quality technology infrastructure, quality technical human resources, development of feasible technical innovations in the labs of our institutions, close interaction with industry, academia and business, and effective determined approach to develop and use the solution to solve problems faced by fellow Indian citizens. Yes, we must continue to seek and develop big technologies, telecom space, nuclear technology, defense, new industry 4.0 technologies, data analytics, quantum computing, etc. No doubt are very important, but the technology for the use by a common man is equally important. Sorry. Thanks to Digital India, launched by our dynamic leader and Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, a wave of technology-based innovations has been unleashed in the tech sphere. Aadhaar, UPI, Jan Dhan, telecom infrastructure, and mobiles are taking the technology up to the doorsteps of rural and remote household. They have proved that we can attain a global scale even when we use technology to address our own problems. And while doing that, we can help others and develop a market for our products. The 1.3 billion people is a big group, enough to work for, identify their problems in nation in various sectors and explore we can offer the technology solutions. The fields like agriculture, energy, water, fishery, environment, sustainable tourism are asking for attention from our elite institutions. Technology has enormous power to change the lives of our citizens. I urge you all to bring attention of your reputed teaching faculties and bright students to ideate, incubate, innovate, and develop solutions. The technical people may not necessarily have complete or intricate domain knowledge, but the joint collaboration between various agencies, marrying technology skills with domain experience can always be explored. Unnat Bharat Abhiyan must be used as a vibrant platform to unleash the innovative spirits of our students. Unnat Bharat Abhiyan should not just be a one additional activity to be tick marked in the academic calendar. But this, along with Atmanirbhar Bharat, should become the core ethos of our technical institutions, on which the whole building of India's great innovations leap forward should be built upon. Our government has just announced in the budget that rupees 50,000 crore will be allocated for National Research Foundation. For next 5 years, I urge you all to make best use of it for direct research in these areas. Many engineering PhD research have potential to translate into a working product. Most leading universities encourage generating intellectual properties through PhD research. What is our score in this matter? How many faculties are publishing their papers in reputed engineering journals every year? How many citations we have got? Where do we stand when compared with our peers in this? Our professor may bring their attention to these issues. Continued support to convert dissertation into a product must be looked into in doing so. A culture of registering IP products should also be increasingly cultivated. We should market our research. People at large, world outside, and industry must know what our NITs are innovating. Our website should publish sector-wise innovations and research being done here and market them. Startup Innovation Center and Tech Park should be a part of every institution ecosystem. You may also explore the possibilities to invite leading companies, research centers in your campuses. Companies want top talent to join them. What better way to attract them than to have a presence in campus? Friends, students joining NITs are one of the brightest of our countries. They come from different socio-economic backgrounds and geographies. Adjustment to new way of living happens gradually and may sometimes become an issue for few of them. So I request you to have a robust arrangement to address these issues. Apart from psychological counseling, sports infrastructure, importance to healthy living and good nutritional food. What is required is empathy to understand our students. I am sure you all must be looking into this. Friends, technology and technical education must be popularized among general public. People around our NIT, people in Kozhikode and Kerala must know how our NIT is progressing and feel proud of it. We cannot afford to keep it elite and aligned to common man. More and more engineering professors should write in local newspapers and in local languages. On technology, those having a flair in writing must explore the field of popular science fiction. Interact with school students in the vicinity. Get them to your institutions. Show them your labs and centers. Rational and objective thinking, scientific temper are the values which our young citizens and children must be exposed to. Ladies and gentlemen, these are few of my observations. I thought I must share with you. Many of those you must be already implementing in NIT Calicut. People of Kerala have always supported quality in social sectors like education and health. I am sure Honorable MP Shri M.K. Raghavanji and MLA Shri Rahim Saab must be very supportive for betterment of education in this area in general and NIT Calicut in particular. Chairman BOG Shri Gajalaji is also very forthcoming for all the matters for improvement in quality of education and infrastructure. Director in charge Shri Sati Devi ji also active in pursuing and accomplishing the task in hand to lead the NIT Calicut to new heights. I am sure the upgradation of infrastructure will directly reflect in the quality of life in the campus and in turn improve the happiness quotient of the students staying here. With these words, I once again congratulate you all and wish you all the best for the glorious future of NIT Calicut. Thanks to all. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you for your heartfelt greetings, sir. Also, thank you for recognizing our achievements and accomplishments. We also express our sincere gratitude for your constant encouragement and motivational words. We are indeed committed to promote social innovation and entrepreneurship, and we, NIT Calicut, continue to deliver empathetic and compassionate student community. Thank you once again, sir. May I now request sir to virtually inaugurate the building, and also the virtual tour of Mega Hostel 2 will be followed by it. Over to the digital team.
Away from home. Hostels at National Institute of Technology Calicut have been designed to provide a comfortable, inclusive, and secure living while providing opportunities to form lasting friendships and ease the transition from home to college. Hostel 2 for boys with 1,500 seated rooms comprising various informal recreational facilities and an modern kitchen. It is now ready with cozy accommodation in a scenic setting with a serene environment. The project consists of a total of 15 wings including dining hall. 14 wings consist of spacious rooms for accommodating students. The number of floors in this 14 wings vary from 5 to 9. There are 14 discussion rooms, 14 TV rooms, 14 reading rooms, 18 storerooms, 2 boarding rooms, and 28 RP and SIP rooms. There are 8 lifts and fire escape stairs in the premises. The hostel includes lighting extra system and firefighting system with a water tank of 10 lakh liter capacity. The main floor is of 2 floors. Each floor is of 5,771 square meter. Dining hall has a seating capacity of 1,500, provision for separate vegetarian and non-vegetarian dining and kitchens. All the kitchens are equipped with steam-based modern cooking for preparing nutritious food and preserving the taste. Cooking in these modern kitchens would be fast, energy efficient, and hygienic. Our new 1,500 seater mega street malls is another gem added to the infrastructure in the ever-vibrant campus of University College. We send you warm greetings from your home away from home.
Thank you. May I now invite the felicitation address by Sri PTA Rahim sir, the honor of Punamangalam Assembly Constituency. Sir.
മെഗാ ഹോസ്റ്റലിന്റെ ഔപചാരികമായ ഉദ്ഘാടന കർമ്മം നിർവഹിച്ച യൂണിയൻ മിനിസ്റ്റർ ഈ ചടങ്ങിലെ അധ്യക്ഷൻ ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട ശ്രീ എം കെ രാഘവൻ, മറ്റു വിശിഷ്ട വ്യക്തികളെ, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട സഹോദരന്മാരെ, സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, കുന്നമംഗലം നിയോജക മണ്ഡലത്തിന്റെ വികസന പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളിലും ഏറെ സഹായകമായ നിലപാടുകൾ സ്വീകരിക്കുന്ന NITയുടെ ചരിത്രത്തിലെ ഒരു നാഴികക്കല്ലാണ് ഇന്നിവിടെ ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന ഈ മെഗാ ഹോസ്റ്റൽ. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഈ ചടങ്ങിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചത് അതിയായ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. സ്വാഗത പ്രാസംഗൻ ഇവിടെ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചതുപോലെ ഇപ്പോൾ തന്നെ കേരളത്തിന്റെ ശ്രദ്ധ ആകർഷിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള കുന്നമംഗലം പോലീസ് സ്റ്റേഷന്റെ രൂപകൽപ്പന ചെയ്തു തന്നത് NIT ആണ്. വരാൻ പോകുന്ന പന്തീരാങ്കാവ് പോലീസ് സ്റ്റേഷന്റെ രൂപകൽപ്പന ചെയ്യാൻ സദയം സമ്മതിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതും NIT തന്നെയാണ്. ഏറെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. അതിലപ്പുറം ഈ കോവിഡ് പാൻഡമിക് സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ ഈ പ്രദേശ ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് അഭയം നൽകിയത് കൂടി FLCT സ്ഥാപിക്കാനും അതുപോലെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കുമൊക്കെ നന്നായി ഈ നാട്ടുകാരോടൊപ്പം നിന്ന NITയെയും അതിൻ്റെ സാരഥികളെയും ആർദ്രക അഭിനന്ദിച്ചുകൊണ്ടും നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊണ്ടും ഞാൻ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നന്ദി, അഭിവാദനങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുന്നു.
Thank you very much, sir. We once again thank you for all the administrative support that is rendered to us. May I now take your attention to the next felicitation address by our former director, Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti, sir. Sir was monumental in realizing this humongous project. Sir, may I request you for your words?
Honorable Union Minister of State Ministry for Education, Sri Sanjay Dattreji, Honorable MP, Sri Raghavanji, Honorable MLA, K. Rahim Saab, Director in Charge, Professor Sati Devi, Registrar, Colonel Pankaj Akshan, Chief Warden, Professor Santiago, all my senior faculty colleagues and also junior faculty colleagues present, whom I am very happy to see, and very happy to see all the colleagues from CPWD and all the other administrative, non-teaching staff and students and research scholars, and of course the media person. At the very outset, I express very best birthday greetings to our Minister Sri Sanjay Dhotreji on this day. And it is an important day for NIT Calicut because, as already pointed out, that appropriate facilities are required if we want to impart top-class education, which is the motto of NIT Calicut. And there were deficiencies, and for that, the institute took immense efforts with the help of course, our colleagues from CPWD. And particularly this project, this Mega Hostel 2 was like one of the most important projects, because if we knew that if this comes alive, then our students will have very comfortable accommodation, which in a way will help in our stride for further growth. Already a lot of things have been told, so I am not going to say all those things. But one thing or two things I would like to mention, that NIT Calicut is making very steady progress in the national ranking. And this year, once again, NIT Calicut has submitted its achievements. And if I am not wrong, today I can say in front of you that I am quite confident that NIT Calicut probably this year will be within top 20. I am really looking forward to that. This is the first one, and this particular project will play another big role in that direction. There is another project which is in the pipeline. I hope that with ministry's support, that will also come into, or will see the light of the day. That is the Mega Ladies Hostel. Of course, it will take some time, but institute will take steps towards that. And infrastructure, as I am trying to say, is one of the key sectors where the institute is focusing over the last 4-5 years. But infrastructure doesn't mean the buildings only. Infrastructure means also the scientific infrastructure. And I am extremely happy today to know that the high performance computing of NIT Calicut has become fully functional. And not only functional, I want to mention today that this high performance computing in the national, it can be said a indirect way of ranking of high performance computing, which is published by CDAC. We are already within the top 50. We are 38. And that's a great recognition from that angle also. So the institute is taking another great step in that direction. And another direction that institute last 4-5 years was continuously harping on is the setting up of advanced instrumentation facilities. And I am extremely happy today to note that the best instruments in this advanced instrumentation facilities like Raman spectroscopy, like the NMR, and like the XRD, they have all either installed or in the last stage of installation. So this is one more great achievement, and I am sure once this all this becomes functional and our faculty and students starts using all these facilities, our research, which our MP, MLA, as well as minister was focusing on, we will see the output of research from NIT Calicut will be much more significantly increased. And in this context, one more item in an institute is trying to get is that one TEM. And if that happens, then I can say that NIT will be having almost at par facility with any institute in India. NIT Calicut will be having. So this is really, I am very positive about the future. And of course, with the new faculties and the senior leaders who are all sitting here, there is a bright future I can foresee. And finally, of course, thanks to NIT Calicut for inviting me in this program. And although this is not a time where people travel, but this is such an occasion that when I came to know, I thought that it is better to go rather than joining through, virtually from my home. Thank you for inviting me, and my very best wishes to the entire NITC fraternity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It is indeed great to have you on our special day. While we come to almost the end of the program, I invite Dr. A. Santiago, sir, the man of the hour, to give the oath of thanks. He is also the chief warden of NITC hostels.
Respected Minister, Honorable Minister for State, for Education, Electronics and Information Technology and Communications, Sri Sanjay Dautreji, Honorable MP of Kozhikode Parliamentary Constituency, Sri Raghavanji, and Honorable MLA of Kundamangalam Constituency, Sri Rahim Sahib, and the Chairman of Board of Governors, Sri Gajala Yoganand sir, and who is online other Sri Madan Mogan, ADG Higher Education, Ministry of Education, and our beloved Director in Charge, Dr. P.S. Sadidevi, and our Registrar, Lieutenant Colonel Retired K. Panjajakshan sir, and other dignitaries of the dais, dear faculty members and colleagues. It's indeed my proud privilege to stand before you to provide vote of thanks on behalf of NITC Hostel Administration as Chief Warden of NITC Hostels. So indeed, Mega Hostel 2 for Boys is emphatically one of the most dream come true project for all of us at NITC Hostels, considering the current student strength and the accommodation requirement. At the outset, we would like to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to the Honorable Minister for State for Education, Electronics and Information Technology and Communications, Sri Sanjay Dautreji, who in spite of his hectic schedule in managing multiple ministerial departments, kindly could find time to inaugurate one of the most auspicious projects of NITC Calicut, that too in the beginning of the Diamond Jubilee year of NIT Calicut. We sincerely thank you, sir, for sparing your time. And we render our heartfelt gratitude and thanks to our Honorable Minister for Education, Sri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank Ji, for his blessings and patronage shown in the completion of the project. On this auspicious occasion, we are very fortunate to have the physical presence of two fabulous public personalities. One is our beloved MP of Kozhikode Parliamentary Constituency, Sri Raghavan sir, and one of the most approachable person for the public, Sri P.T. Rahim sir, MLA of Kundamangalam Constituency. We sincerely thank both of you, sir, for sparing your time here physically and for providing address. Thank you, sir. We express our immense gratitude and thanks to our Chairman, Board of Governors, Sri Gajala Yoganand Ji, for his excellent support to all our endeavors. Thank you, sir. We are thankful to Sri Madan Mogan Ji, ADG Higher Education, Ministry of Education, for his constant support to all the initiatives taken from our institute. Thank you, sir. We express our profound thanks to our Director in Charge, Dr. P.S. Sadidevi, for her indomitable command in executing the last minute works with respect to the completion of the project as Dean P&D in charge and also as Deputy Director, and for her excellent guidance as Director in charge in organizing this inaugural ceremony. Thank you, Madam. We express our deepest thanks and gratitude to our beloved Registrar, Lieutenant Colonel Retired K. Panchajakshan Sir, for his constant supportive role in completion of the project and the guidance rendered to us. Thank you, sir. We express our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Jeevamma Jacob, Dean P&D in charge, for her untiring effort in fulfilling the project as well as in organizing this event. Thank you, madam. At this moment, our mind go back to the time of beginning of the construction of Mega Hostel for Boys 2. We express our sincere thanks and gratitude to our former director, Dr. G.R.C. Reddy, and under whose leadership the project was initiated, and the then registrar, Dr. Abraham T. Matthew, and the then Dean P&D, Dr. Ganesan sir. Words fall short in praising the time and contribution made by the team led by our former director, Dr. Sivaji Chakravarti, and former Dean P&D, Dr. Anjaneyulu, during whose period in which almost 60% of the work was completed. We sincerely remember and thank both of them for their immense sincerity shown in the completion of the project. Thank you, sir. And our sincere thanks to former directors and director in charge, Dr. E. Kobinathan, sir, Dr. T.L. Jose, Dr. Sandeep Sanjeti, Dr. M.N. Pandavatyay, Dr. Swan Patacharya for their excellent contribution for the completion of the project. We greatly acknowledge the valuable role played by former registrars of NITC, Sri P.K.S. Raja, Dr. Santosh G. Thambi, Dr. Vijay Kumar, and Dr. Sukumar. We express our sincere thanks to former Dean P&Ds of NITC, Dr. V. Mustafa, Dr. S. Chandragaran, for their sincere efforts in bringing up the project during their tenure. We thank the present and former BOG members for their constructive suggestion support provided in completion of the project. We sincerely thank the current SCs and former SCs for their contribution in completing the project. And sincere efforts put forth by CPWD is greatly acknowledged, and we express our heartfelt thanks to the CPWD officials. And we take this opportunity to thank the excellent support given by HEFA and the officials of Ministry of Education in completion of the project. We thank the local bodies involved in providing clearance for the operation of the hostel, Sathamangalam Grama Panchayat, KSEB, and Fire and Rescue Department of Government of Kerala. And sincere thanks to all the committee members, CNC in charge, for organizing this event. Last but not the least, we thank the on-field laborers, contractors, whose hard work has brought proper finishing to the building. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Request all of you to stand for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. So with this, we come to the end of the program. We once again thank you all for joining us in presence and also virtually. We from NIT Calicut, on behalf of the Dean PND office, signing off, and this is the end of the WebEx meeting as well. You may all please log out. Thank you once